A movie conversation that I like having the least is when somebody says that a movie is not original. Okay, and nothing is original. Not at all. Some of your most original movies are based off of something, referencing something, reimagining something, or just flat out stealing from something else.
Now, I actually hate Straw Hat Goofy's video, not because I disagree with what he says. I actually do agree with what he says. It is a fact that there are no movies that are original. I just hate the sentiment behind him posting that video and also the tone in which he speaks. It comes off extremely snarky, and on top of that, you're gaslighting an entire group of people who are extremely valid within their feelings. And I think the reason why this conversation is very annoying is because we're missing one thing, and that one thing is context. Context is very important when having a conversation and listening to a conversation. If somebody says there are no original movies and somebody like Straw Hat Goofy responds in that way, you're not understanding the context behind why they say that. But if I understand the context behind why they say that, it's gonna be a completely different conversation. Now, to further prove my point, I want to mention another content creator. His name is Jamal Berkmar, and he said something that's also correct. He says that people have these feelings, but they don't know how to articulate those feelings. Obviously, I'm paraphrasing here. I'm also going to tag his video below, so if you want to watch it, you could. And I also agree with that sentiment because I think that further proves my point about understanding the context behind why people say certain things. And I think one thing to help out with having conversations on the internet, because let's face it, having a conversation on the internet is extremely hard, is that at us as content creators, we need to start asking questions more than we talk. It is so easy for us as content creators to be the spokesperson of almost everything, especially the niche that we are part of. But every once in a while, it's okay to step back and actually listen for once and ask questions, and that's not going to discredit our credibility. So next time somebody says there are no original movies, I think the first thing we need to do instead of impulsively responding is to ask them, what do you mean by that? And with their response, you're given all of the information and all of the context that is needed to have the correct conversation. Need I remind people that two things can be true at once. And the reason why this conversation is so annoying to have is because both sides are right, but both sides are trying to prove each other wrong. Remember, context is everything. Stay woke. Have a great day. I'll see y'all later.